Are you frustrated with REAR? What is a REAR and how it works?
No worries, Phoebe, let me help you with it. It actually is not hard to understand. Let's start with what is REAR first. REAR. Real Effective Exchange Rate. It's an index that describes how strong or weak of a country's currency relative to a basket of other currencies. What we can know from REAR. Phoebe, for now, do you have any idea for what REAR might relative to?
Well, since it is talking about the strength of the currency, it could be used for international trading. Am I right?
Yes, totally. For some countries that have some policies to control their currency's value, like China, it will make the US lose competitive advantage because USD is too strong. Let's see some data here. You see? China's RMB has not appreciated or depreciated much against the US dollar. But when we look at the balance of trade account of both countries, we can see that China's traffic has a big jump over past decade.
Oh, that's because China has been held its currency value to have a better competitive position over the world.
Correct. Hence, we need some more accurately indicators to deal with such kind of situations. REAR is one of them. We can simply understand that when REAR goes up, the currency of it is more expensive. Vice versa. So Phoebe, can you tell me what gonna happens if a country's currency is too strong?
Like the United States, the USD is a strong currency, but the US's current account is deficit, which is caused by it. Our exports is expensive, but it also might lead a higher unemployment rate, because more and more factories are moving abroad for seeking more profit by low.
Great answer. The REAR also impact on GDP. We know that GDP equals to C plus I plus G plus net current account, which is the net value of exports and imports. If rest of things do not change, if REAR goes up, net current account becomes negative, which will lead GDP decreases as well. Policymaker can affect the REAR by adjust the interest rate. Lower or higher the interest rate would dissuade or attract the money flows out or into the country. When the country lower the interest rate, investors would like to put money in the country which has higher interest rate, so they are selling the domestic currency, which will lead depreciate of the domestic currency. As long as the domestic currency decreases, it would lead REAR decreases, which will benefit the exports.
I got it. So, if the monetary policy makers adjust the interest rate by higher it, this action would attract the investors. Then there will be a cash inflows from abroad. As the cash into the country, the domestic currency becomes more expensive, so the value of the domestic currency appreciate, which lead higher REAR.
Correct. Phoebe, it seems like you understand what is REAR now. Good for you.
Thank you, Joe.